Hello peeps and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Night Dagger and Kozak Wolf to episode 21. Kozak Wolf is not on at the moment. I'm in the single player instance. He's back on a really weird sleep schedule and I wanted to record tonight because I am sick of doing so much work around here. I'm speaking primarily about crafting things over and over and over and over again. It's time to make our lives a little bit easier and let our system handle some of this crap for us. I am talking, of course, about auto-crafting. We are going to build ourselves an ME assembler. Now, the first thing we're going to need to do is find a good place to put this. Of course, I'm going to put it down here, and I think I'm just going to bury it in the ground, right here. Looks like a good place to me. And I think I'm not going to make this thing be 4x4. Which means, let's see here, that ME chest is kind of in the way for what I want to do. But, let's see, can we modify this just a little bit? Like that. And then, I don't want this touching in multiple places, so we'll just do that. That should work. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're also going to need this thing to go 4 deep, but we're not going to do that quite yet. We're going to craft the stuff that we need first. Now, in order to do this, if my math is correct, we're going to need 32 of these assembler containment wall things, which is iron, gold, and quartz crystal. So if we put that into our fabricator here, and then get some iron, some gold, we're actually going to need 2 stacks of each, and some quartz crystal. 32 is made just like so. We're also going to need these ME heat vents. Now, the heat vents, those are a little bit cheaper to make. They're just iron and some ME cable. We need, let's see, 4 per side, 6 sides. We need 24 of those, which means we need 24 of these ME cables. We don't have enough. Let's grab us some glass. Ooh, we're running low on glass, too. Go ahead and get some sand cooking. Get us some more glass going here. And we need some quartz. And we need some redstone, which I also replenished off camera. Oops. Now, if we take our quartz crystal and do that, and then do that, that's going to get us 4 pieces of quartz fiber per. We're definitely going to need some more glass. We'll just pull it all out. And we'll just do it like this. 40, 48, 52, that'll work. Quartz fiber plus 2 pieces of redstone gives you ME cable. That's plenty. We need 24 of these. So we put the heat vent recipe in here. We're also going to need some iron. We're going to need some iron bars. Stack should be enough. Maybe not. Aw, need a little more iron. There we go, 24 heat vents. let's go ahead and put the main components in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should do that. We'll take our containment walls and put them down just like this. There we go. The heat vents go into the walls like this. Now, we're almost done with this thing, but we do still need something to put in here. You have to fill the inside of this multi-block. You can fill that with one of two things. You can either fill it with a pattern provider, which is of an advanced processor, a storage cell, a couple conversion matrices, yada yada yada, or you can fill it with crafting CPUs. A pattern provider allows you to store more patterns in it. You have to have at least one of these. A crafting CPU speeds up the crafting process. For right now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in probably one crafting CPU and 3 pattern providers. Sounds reasonable to me, especially since the pattern provider takes a storage cell, and we already have a few of those. So let's go ahead and put the recipe for the pattern provider in here. We already have the storage cells. We're going to need 6 of these conversion matrices. We're going to need 3 advanced processors. So we're going to need some diamonds. We'll need our quartz cutting knife. We'll need some more quartz crystal. And we'll need some redstone. We're also going to need some gold before all said and done. So we may as well just grab that. Shift this back into crafting mode, and we're going to need some silicon too. Alright, so silicon with redstone, diamond, quartz cutting knife. Gives us the advanced processor assemblies. Toss those in here. The conversion matrices take basic processors, so we need 6 of these. 6, and that, and that, and that. Gives us our basic processors, which we'll throw in here. And then the crafting CPU that we're going to build is going to require 1 more of those advanced processors. So we'll need 1 more diamond. There we go. Chuck that in there. 3, 6. And may as well wait and grab the last one. Oh, we already got it. Okay. So, conversion matrices. You, 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 and you. Pattern providers. We'll need 3 crafting tables. We got none. We got wood, though. There we go. Crafting table. Throw that in there. Throw the basic processors in. That got us 1. Need a little more iron. That gets us 3 pattern providers. Crafting CPU is quartz and a little glowstone. Glowstone, bam, crafting CPU. Good deal. Back down into the basement, and in here we will go ahead and put 3 pattern providers and a crafting CPU. we'll jump our way out of here. When we put the last 4 heat vents in, wait for it. Wait for it. Why you not work? Don't tell me I have to fill the thing. Oh well, we'll try that. We have enough resources, we can do that. Ah. Okay, diamonds. We're gonna need some redstone. So, 4 diamonds, quartz cutting knife, silicon, redstone, advanced processors. Grab some more silicon. 6. That's got that. Throw those in, throw those in. We'll grab 12 more pieces of wood to make 3 more crafting tables. And advanced processors, basic processors. Get us some glowstone. And there's another crafting CPU. There's our 6 conversion matrices. And what am I missing? Storage cells. There's our 3 pattern providers. Let's drop down in here. Pattern provider, pattern provider, pattern provider. Crafting CPU. No, that's a heat vent. Crafting CPU, heat vents. Come on. Now it worked. And this is now our auto crafting system. The molecular assembler chamber. You can see we have 6 pages. That's because we have 6 pattern providers in there. This does us absolutely no good at the moment because we need a pattern encoder. Pattern encoder is just some iron, a conversion matrix, and a crafting table. We're also going to need some of these blank patterns. Blank patterns are cheap as dirt. So we need 1 more of these. Let's go ahead and chuck it in here. And let's go ahead and put the pattern encoder recipe in here. We need some wood. We need some iron. We're actually going to need a lot of iron. And there's our crafting table. There's our basic processor. Turn that into a conversion matrix. Turn that into our pattern encoder, which I think will just drop right down here. What the pattern encoder does is it allows you to encode patterns. Imagine that. Let's see, glowstone, a quartz crystal, and glass. So let's go ahead and put the recipe for the blank pattern in. 1, 2, 3. Quartz, glass, iron. Blank pattern. There you go. Now, what's the first pattern we're going to encode? Well, I think we should probably just encode the blank pattern. Get a little Skynet going on in here. Quartz crystal, glass. that's going to be the recipe for the blank pattern. If you take the blank pattern, put it in there, and hit encode, now we can craft these things automatically. Pop that in there, and our system is set up to automatically produce those. Let's go ahead and get a couple more. We come up here and type in pattern. We now have the option to craft these. Let's craft ourselves about 10 of them. We've got one. I bet it's because there's no glass. Nope. Iron? Oh, I didn't change the number. Alright. I gotta cut the video. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. But as anyone who has played computer games knows, when your girlfriend calls for you, you pause, if you can. So, where were we? We were trying to figure out why I only got one pattern when I tried to do this. Well, it's because I'm a derp, and I forgot to click the 10 button. There we go. 10 blank patterns. Awesome stuff. What are we going to encode into these patterns? Well, some of the most annoying things to make, in my opinion, are pistons and gears. So, let's go ahead and make pistons and gears. We are going to start out, first of all, by teaching it how to make wood planks. We will take this down here, right click there, and we will tell it 1 wood, 4 wood planks, encode. Good deal. Put that pattern in there. Now, you saw something weird happen when I hit shift to click it up in there, didn't you? If you hold shift, it will show you exactly what you have taught it to craft so far. Easy way to keep track of it. What do we want to craft next? Well, we need to make sticks. Let's get some wood planks, and let's tell it 2 oak wood equals 4 sticks. Pop this up here. Now we can make sticks. We will come up here and let's grab some sticks. We need some cobblestone, we need some iron, we need some gold, and we'll need a few diamonds. In here, 4 of you equals a wooden gear, encode. Let's go ahead and make a wooden gear and tell it, hey, wooden gear. Notice it's using phantoms, not actual inventory space, or not actual inventory counts. Stone gear. Encode that. Let's go ahead and just request a stone gear. What do you think? And if we take a look in here, wait, oh that's right, I haven't popped the pattern in here yet, have I? There we go. Stone gear, craft 1, please, thank you. Stone gear, surrounded with iron, gives you the iron gear. Encode that. And then you do it. Iron gear, surrounded with gold, is a golden gear. Let's encode that. And now let's do that for real. And then gold gear, surrounded with diamond, is a diamond gear. We'll encode that. Pop those patterns into here. And our system can now make all of the tiers of gears for us. we're not quite done yet. Let's get a piece of iron. Let's come over here and let's say wood, cobblestone, redstone, and a piece of iron is going to give you piston. We'll encode that. Now we don't have to make any pistons by hand anymore, which will be nice. And I think that's all I'm going to encode for right now. We've got a few extra blank patterns. You know what? I am going to go ahead and encode. Actually, no, I'm not going to encode that. I was going to encode the recipe to make the assemblies, but I kind of want to play around with another idea for that. Let's take a look in here after we put all of this stuff away and see what kind of stuff we can craft now. If you click this button, it'll switch to stored items only. If you look for something that isn't in the inventory, like say an iron gear, it's not going to show up. Or you can switch it to view craftable items. This will only show you what can be crafted in the system. Let's switch it back to normal view. And what if we had no oak wood in this system? Let's go ahead and put all of our oak wood in here. Let's take all of our sticks out of the system too. And what if we had no wooden gear? Let's go ahead and craft a wooden gear and see what happens. Well, obviously nothing's going to happen. Why? Because there's nothing there for it to craft the wooden gear with. We put those in there. Come on. Maybe it's just not going to do it. Okay. We definitely want a way to be able to watch the progress on this. So we're going to want to make a crafting monitor. Not a crafting terminal, a crafting monitor. Which is a basic processor, some cable, some iron ingots. Easy to do. Piece of gold. Quartz knife. Some redstone. Some silicon, and 3 pieces of glass, I think, 4 pieces of iron, and an ME cable. Let's go ahead and make our basic processor assembly. Toss that in there, pick up our quartz knife, wait for it to show up. There we go. Basic processor, crafting monitor, pattern in, done, 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 done. Let's go ahead and pop him on right there. This is going to tell you what the system is currently crafting, and if it can't craft for some reason or another. So let's take all of the diamonds out of our system here. Let's tell this thing to craft a diamond gear. 1, please. Obviously it can't do it because it's currently crafting diamonds. It doesn't know how to make diamonds, so that's just a missing material. We throw diamonds into the system, wait for a second, wait for it to realize it's got it. Is it going to realize it's got it? Hello, you have diamonds now. Maybe it just can't figure it out. My knowledge of this mod was that it was supposed to resume once it actually gets the stuff that it needs, but let's just left and shift click to clear the job. So maybe it won't craft it if it doesn't have everything it needs. let's go ahead and put this system to work. We are overdue for making an item. This item is going to require some iron gears, 3 of them. It's going to require some gold gears, 2 of them, so we need 1 more. It's going to require some diamond gears, 2 of them. And it's going to require a diamond pickaxe. Fans of Buildcraft are already cheering because they figured out what it is we're building. Let's grab the gears, those gears. Oh, it used the gold gears and one of the iron gears to... Haha. Okay. Give me 1 more iron gear. Thank you. Give me 2 gold gears. There we go. Ah! Damn it. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know exactly how, but I somehow minimized my Minecraft, and that always screws up my recording, so... yeah, I was about to make a quarry, wasn't I? So, we need a diamond pickaxe, and you, and you go in there, and that gives us our quarry. Now we don't have to work so damn hard to get our resources. Awesome stuff. We are, of course, going to need a few more things. We need an ender chest. So let's go ahead and put that recipe in here. We're going to need some obsidian. We'll need some blaze rods. We'll need an ender pearl. I believe we'll need some diamonds. And we'll probably need some wool. Oh, we don't need the diamonds. There we go. We have an ender chest. And we'll just leave it white, I think. We're also going to need one of our energy tesseracts. We're going to need... Actually, we won't need the other tesseracts here. We are, however, going to need a redstone energy cell. How much do I have in here? 400 millibuckets? Not enough. Where can we get a redstone energy cell? We'll just have to make another one, I think. Shouldn't take long. Hardened glass. We already have the diamond. A little bit of electrum, which we don't have. I could have sworn I just made some electrum not too long ago. There we go. We got our electrum. And let's just do this way. Electrum like that. That gets us our energy cell frame empty. We'll pop that in there. And that's going to start producing. We'll need that. And the redstone energy cell itself is going to require 4 pieces of electrum, so we have the perfect amount. What else is it going to take? Some lead. Two pieces of lead. Let's go ahead and put the recipe in there. The conductance coil is just 1 piece of electrum with some redstone. We'll get our energy cell frame full. Bam, 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 bam. Redstone energy cell. No charge. Which is okay. We're also going to need our landmarks. And we're going to want some cobblestone. Because I do not intend to make a standard size quarry. Oh, no, 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 no. That wouldn't be any fun. We're going to make a big quarry. We're going to make a huge quarry. Let's toggle the jetpack on and take a little bit of a flight. Now, I don't know if anyone's noticed this unloading the instance or not, but you got to be a little careful about flying at first, because if you fly too fast in one direction, once the house unloads, then it's gonna crash you. Haven't figured out why. I have always been a fan of putting quarries out in the ocean, so that's what we're gonna do here. How big a quarry? Well, there is absolutely no reason to go with anything less than the big boy. We're going to do a 64 by 64. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. I don't know why I'm counting, because you can tell how far I have to go just from the amount of cobblestone that I have left. This is going to be one monstrous quarry. Alright, and we need to do 63 in this other direction. So let's go ahead and put all of this stuff away. No, kitty, you can't come in. I don't know who you are. I don't really care. You can't come in. Now, I do not know if this is 100% true or not, but there's a reason why I brought the redstone energy cell and the energy tesseract. I have noticed that a quarry will happily gobble up as much energy as you throw at it. However, I don't know if it can actually use 100 Minecraft joules a tick. The information that I've seen says it prefers to run on about 24. So we're going to see if that's true. Let's go ahead and pop that down. And I should have kept just a little bit of cobblestone with us. That's okay. We'll just wipe out some of this sand here. And pop that down, right-click that to highlight the area, quarry down. The Buildcraft quarry at blah 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 will keep 25 chunks loaded. That's right, this thing is a chunk loader, which is awesome in itself. It's going to keep all of these 25 chunks that it's occupying loaded at all times for us. Let's go ahead and put ourselves on top of it an ender chest. On this side of it, we'll put our redstone energy cell. On the side of that, we're going to put our energy tesseract. And we're going to key the tesseract to channel 1, receive only. We'll set this to 25 Minecraft joules. And, oh, hey, look. Our little robot's building. And he has blue light, which means he is very happy right now. Let's go ahead and grab us a bite while we wait for all of this wonderful work to happen. And here it comes building the western frame. Now it's got to build the side panels, build the top frame. I always thought it was fun watching this thing work. Especially when it's building the side ones. It just like spazzes out. It's like ah da 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 da. Alright, and it's going to build the side frame here, and as it gets close to ending, the laser is going to turn green. It's going to slow down a little, turn yellow, slow down a little, turn red, slow down a little, and bam! It's done. The quarry is going to move the arm in, which in itself looks kind of cool. And we're going to see how fast this thing works. Oh yeah! That's working at pretty close to maximum speed. And it's currently throttled at 25 Minecraft joules per tick output. So it doesn't need any more than that. It's going to quite happily run, and it's going to throw all of the stuff into the ender chest for us. As a matter of fact, it might actually be working a little too fast. We might have to throttle it back a little more, or figure out something else to do with the chest. Alright, but we're in good shape. We'll leave the quarry to run. We'll come back over here. And let's check on our bees for the last couple of minutes here. How many honeycombs do we have? Absolutely none, which is a good thing. How much honey do we have? Crap loads. 448 buckets worth. Do we have any mutations over here? I'm actually thinking about cutting these trees down and replanting them, because we haven't seen any mutations happen over here for a while. There's one. But mutations are getting rarer and rarer. So I'm wondering if maybe the bees need fresh trees to work with every once in a while. So I'll probably cut these down and replant them off camera. I would really like to get some walnut trees going here. Over here, I've actually started experimenting with some bees. I've got a marbled and a rocky combination that I've had going over here. Here I decided to mess around with rocky and common, and it seems like I've gotten nothing but common out of it. And I also got common out of the marbled rocky. Here I just had some pure marbles going to see what they produced and see what kind of lifespan we were looking at. Over here I've got some rocky and diligent going, because I think rocky and diligent is probably going to be where we're going to be getting some luck. At least I hope. What do I do with the Bealizer? Would help if I could move straight. I think I put the Bealizer in here. Oh, with all the oak wood that we forgot to put back in the system. Let's go ahead and toss the honeycomb and everything in there. I didn't catch all my landmarks, did I? Oh well. Those are pretty much a lost cause now. One thing to note about this system. We are going to eventually have to come up with a way to keep a little bit of honeycomb honey drops in reserve in order to make the Bealizer work. That would suck running out of honey. Rocky, diligent. Rocky, diligent. Well, let's throw them back in, see what we get. Requiring flowers and nocturnal. Alright, we'll keep the... Let's see here, we'll keep the marbled going here. And over here, we'll throw the common princess in with the rocky drone. Sure, why not? These bees will feed to the juicer. Alright, let's, while we're at it... No, don't get stuck on there. Let's pop over here. And I want to show you one small change that I made over here. I have this switch right here. This switch here is a manual override switch for if you want to tell the engines to turn on and refill all of these redstone energy cells before they would have to. As you can see here, the system has already turned itself on, which means that one of these redstone energy cells was not full. Probably this one. The one that's hooked up to channel 1. Because it was probably filling the quarry. I still have this bypass in here, and I think I'm actually going to leave it here, because I don't really see any harm of that being there. It just means that it's going to fill off of both sides of the Tesseracts. It doesn't really hurt anything. 488 buckets of fuel in climbing. We're down to 3,446 buckets of oil. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that anytime soon. Oh. And if we take a look in our ender pouch, we can see it's happily trucking along for us. This thing over here should kick on anytime it gets an ore that needs processed. Hopefully it will produce lots of that for us. One more thing I want to check. How are we doing for royal jelly? 701 royal jelly. Wow. And pollen. 592 pollen. Sweet. Alright, so I think that means next episode we are going to have a little bit of fun building a new place for our bees to live. But this episode, sad to say, is over. So this has been Night Dagger with Let's Play Modded Minecraft, episode 21, season 4. Now we've got a quarry running. Maybe we won't have to mine so much by hand, although it is going to take a while to get down to the good stuff, considering I made it maximum size. And we're probably going to end up filling up some barrels, so we might have to think about something to do with that. I really wish this would not do that. I'm sure I can configure these storage buses to store specific things here. Might have to think about doing that off camera too. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. Catch you later, peeps.